losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need.
This is a reading for the collective. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. There's 4 separate messages. Each pile is a separate message for the collective that somebody needs to hear or needs to work on. This is a reading of shadow and light. Not everything is cheery and happy. This kind of brings out some uncomfortable behaviors and situations that need to be worked on. So we've got the first stack. We've got the 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll read each one separately. And if none of it resonates, just leave it where that is. Just take what resonates with you, and whatever pile you're drawn to, if the message is for you, it'll find you. So we've got stack 1. Alright, message from the first stack. We have got hope in reverse. Anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. In reverse, this is without hope, we lose heart. If hope feels futile for you, know that the act of hoping and choosing to believe that there's still a reason to look forward with optimism will create more of a positive outcome than you're looking at this present moment. The card that came out to clarify that one. Come here. Goodness. We've got the 3 fates. What comes around. 3 fates. Here it is again. The situation, that person, this lesson that you have yet to learn and that you may spend a lifetime learning. It seems you need another cosmic reminder of something that needs to be cleared and mastered. Letting go is this moment's very important lesson for you to learn. We are not suggesting forgetting this lesson, because where's the wisdom in that? We are suggesting that you move on and learn and actively replace this experience with a completely different version of the same thing. No more repeats. This is the opportunity to try something different and see what magic takes place when you vary the approach. You must reconnect with the opportunity you have. Staying attached to old patterns will simply make things come around again and again. Like a thread being spun on a wheel, learn and be released from this part of the pattern that you feel like unjust fate. With the 2 of them together, you will soon have hope, which will make whatever is taking place at this moment easier to bear. This hardship is impermanent, and tomorrow can be better. With work, you need to get out of a mindset. You're doing the same things over and over and you've lost hope. But continuing the same patterns will always get you the same exact result. All right. That's message number 1. Message number 2. We have got transmission, spreading of conditions, influences, and impact. With the Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted views, and overindulgence. Right. The transmission card. This is toxic friends, toxic situations, being allowed to be led down something that you know is wrong, but because the people you hang around with, it becomes normal. All right, so this one says in the book, there are those who cannot bear to be parted, and so even if one has been infected with what you call a negative, something that is likely to create difficulties and challenge in life, or even compromise life, some would rather share the negative experience than be parted by the possibility of the two separate experiences. Thus, we have a strange phenomenon that deliberately adopts the behavior and attitudes and sometimes even illness, almost as if it was an infectious, even when they are not. You have names for this in your medical world, and your society and your social scientists do work on this too. Who we spend our time with, who we share our lives with, is who we're likely to become. We are special beings, even us, as we adapt and adopt and become alike over time. It is as simple as observing that who you are with and spend your time with is who you choose to surround yourself and be. So pick your friends closely. Watch your behaviors. Don't be led with toxic friends. And then with the fairy of the divine hand, this is intoxication, distorted views, overindulgence. I mean, this could be anything from drugs to internet. It's soda, relationship. Alright, this card says, stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight, and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up, and this is the time to stop and look and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be in the form of a secret relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity, and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee, you do not need to indulge, you do not need to curse and berate this. You know you simply need to pause, be quiet, clear, and know now that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out. And you are wavering, caught in a delirium. This is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. So, we need to break free from toxic influences or people that are causing us harm. Right. Message number 2. The monster within, internal struggle, personal challenges, and wanting to improve. Clarified with Poe. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Alright, so for the monster within, this is knowing your own faults and flaws can give us a tool to transform them into a strength. If you begin to practice discipline each day and create a new way of dealing with frustrations and difficulties, you will find your so-called negative traits can be reshaped. And who you are will be redefined. Changing yourself is a great purpose. This is your time. Internal struggles. We know something is not good for us, but we are trying to change. Everybody's got a dark side, but this is pretty much giving in to the dark parts, but wanting to change. And with Poe is, her basic message is, use your time wisely. Use electronics and gadgets wisely. Learn to do new things. This is all about electronics and gadgets. So we've got some internal struggle or change with something to do with how we are using our electronics and gadgets. Maybe try stepping away from the gadgets for a while and just redefining yourself. Learn who you are. Because this is your negative influence here, is the technology. So, learn to do less with the technology. And you'll be able to work on what's been bothering you and what you know is the darkness or bad aspects of yourself that you know are harmful to you or to others. Number 4 is 2 came out. We've got faith, trust, and unwavering confidence. With the shallow grave, which is you miss somebody desperately. And the other card, these both came out together. We've got the supernatural. Miracles, otherworldly. This is somebody with gifts, spiritual gifts, clairvoyance, whatever it may be. Seeing spirit, or knowing that a loved one, or sensing a loved one is still with you. And the 2 cards that came out with this one has a lot to say. We've got the faceless ghosts and the haunted people, ghost people, which really fits with that one. And then Breaking Dawn, Violet Angel. This is a new start. This is a brand new start and a change. All right, so with the faith first. This is don't lose faith. Even if you had faith, it's still there and you can rekindle it. Let's see. It says, your faith returns and you will feel true connection and comfort in your choice and plans. They are supported by the energy of the universe. If you have lost faith in a person, project, or humanity itself, it is time to examine the source of faith. Know that it can be revived, and this time you may choose where you place this most beautiful and tender of faiths. This is dealing with the loss of a loved one you desperately miss. Have faith that they are safe and that they are still with you. All right. This one has a lot to say. It's time to let go of something before you do. But before you do, it is time to let go of something, but before you do, let's take a moment to acknowledge what this is to you. Know that this must be so much. This is a time to let go of something. But before you do, let's take a moment to acknowledge what this was to you. Know that this meant so much, and that by returning to the past rather than yearning for the present, you are creating a future that has a greater freedom. All right. Something is sentimentality, holding on to the past, idolizing the past, refusing, not allowing yourself to get over a breakup with a friend or move to a new town, faded romance, parents who have divorced, or something. All right. Mourning for what was and what you should feel should have been. Very deep sadness. And yet this experience has been a great value. It is time to move on. And to place all of the rest. Working with the element of the earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy comes to visit you. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing that changes, to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal, and memories will be sweet and sad, without bitterness and pain. The earth takes forms and changes them and gives them back to us what we let go of in new forms. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to what has long passed. Mourn, and then come back to us ready to live. Supernatural, miraculous, otherworldly. You have gifts. You can sense and see spirits with practice and discipline and clearing space, clearing habits, bad habits. You'll be able to practice these gifts even better. This is, maybe just, hair spirit, sense spirit. With this one, it's this together, actually. With this one, this is somebody with a spiritual gift, but the faceless ghost, this is people giving you bad advice. Not quite bad advice. Here, let me read. Hold on. All right, so this one's a bit of a warning card. These faceless ones are coming to you trying to take advantage of what they see at the moment as my moment of weakness. But I do not fear them, as I know they are blank faceless forms and simply take away any energy they can find. I know who I am, and I clearly see that they do not. They are simply spirits who have lost their way, and so they try to feed off others. I may not be my strongest at this time, but I'm stronger than I ever will be. They will not feed off me, for I know who they are and what they seek. I do not wish them harm, but neither I will give my energy away to them. All right, so the meaning of this. You may seem in need of help to people who actually have an agenda at this moment. People around you are acting like experts and supporting each other in a group mindset and wanting you to join in for your own good. Despite your misgivings, they either do not have fully formed identities, or they are too easily taken on the beliefs and ideas of a powerful other. You may be asked to join with others in their beliefs and be alarmed at the mindset and belief system that seems very bleak and faceless and devoid of human joy and warmth. It is wise for you to keep your own counsel, remain detached, and wait for the faceless ones to reveal themselves. They will change when an even more powerful person for them to attach comes along. Know that until they find their own selves and commit to following the path, they will be a blank page. Make your mark on the world. There can be imitation taking place, where your work and ideas and even your personality are being copied too closely. A lot of same themes and things. This one came with the Faith card. And with Breaking Dawn. Alright, so this one. With fresh hope, after a difficult time, something new breaks through and shows evidence of its approach, and with it, a new reality. You have a good reason to feel optimistic, cheerful, and like something has changed on a permanent basis. You are on the verge of a new day. And it is in these delicate and faint beginnings that something strong and bright will come. Do not wish it to hurry up to the brightest part of the day. Enjoy the tender new birth of a time which you have long hoped for. Gratitude and awakening, early rising, and trying new things are all on the agenda when this beautiful violet angel, a spiritual new awakening, flies into your life. I'm not as clear on this one's message with the hope, but we do got to be wary of who's whispering in our ears. But there's hope. And with the faith, of losing somebody, have faith that they're safe and that they're with you still. Even though you don't see them, you can feel them. They're around you. Thank you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and have a beautiful day.